Watch the ride.
Hey everybody, hope you're all doing alright out there. Today I want to talk about the possible death of an icon. Pun fully intended. Before we go on this video, I need to point out that 3 of these helmets and technically this t-shirt were given to me by Icon Motorsport in the past. I'll explain why that happened and how that happened in this video. But as I say, I want to talk about the history of the Icon Variant helmet because it might be at an end. I hope it isn't, but it just might be. So I'll work my way from where I started out with them and we'll get up to now as to why they might not be around anymore. The original Icon Variant came out in 2010. I got my first one in 2012. Now 2010, 2012 is the time that motovlogging was really taking off. And a lot of motovloggers got these because they just looked so different at the time. That is the reason I got my original one, this one, and I paid for this myself, and there is a story that goes with that as well. The first video I did with it was I want to look like an ant, and I also have a video called A Mad Story. If you search Spicy 110 A Mad Story, you will see a video that talks about the fact that in my very early days of motovlogging, I mean I started in 2010, so it's in the first two years, motovlogging doesn't really, it's not that big yet. I've got a small channel and I called up a company to see if they had one of these in stock because it said they stocked them. They're one of the few people that did. And the guy recognised me a couple of minutes into the phone call and said, "Are you Spicy 110? And I'm like, well, yeah, actually. Had a chat. It was a nutty story. I still bought this. I don't think I got a small discount. I might have got a small discount. Maybe you did free delivery or something. I don't remember. But I did pay for this helmet. And I fell in love with it. The reason I fell in love with it was because of the shape. It was just perfect for my head. I love how much peripheral vision you get in these helmets. And also because for motovloggers, this extra space it has in front of your mouth, because of this little projection here, makes it fantastic for putting microphones in there and getting really nice audio. Because if you have a helmet up against your face like this, you end up with this reverberation and it sounds bad. But because these have got a proper box and it's got like a rubberized material in there, it just made your audio sound so good. I love the look of it, the airflow. I love the peak because, you know, you can actually cut off the low sun in the winter. Some people say, you know, well, what happens if you look up at like 70 mile an hour? Is it not going to rip your head off? No, they didn't really do that. I mean, I did it at 140 once in Mexico and it wasn't as bad as you would expect. But, you know, it's still not ideal. But you give away some of that being a good helmet for aerodynamics, shall we say, with the look. So that's the way it is. So I got the first one in April of 2012 that I bought myself, and then this one was given to me by Icon Motorsports in January of 2016, which means I used the last one for just under 4 years. This is, as you can see, silver grey, shiny visor. I don't think this is the one I was trying to get. I was trying to get one of the what was it called? It was blue, white and orange. It was a colourway they did at the time and I cannot remember what it was called. I was trying to get one of those. I'll pop a picture up if I can. But unfortunately they couldn't get one of those. But they said, we have got one of these you can have. And I was like, you know, replacement helmet for free. I'm not going to, you know, punch a gift horse in the mouth. So I took the offer. And all it was they just said, you know, here's the helmet, verbal agreement, just make a couple of videos with it. That's it. So that was good. And then obviously I used it throughout, which is good promotion. So it's one of those perfect win-win, everyone wins. I get a helmet, they get promotion, everyone's happy. So that was number 2. And as I say, I got that one in January of 2016 and I replaced it in December of 2019. So that means this one lasted for 3 years-ish. January, nearly 4 again, nearly 4. And it's at this point that the original Icon Variant shape ended. Okay, so that's the original. And we moved on to the shape of the Pro, which looks like this. Very similar, but more angular. Some people don't like it anywhere as much as the first one. I can see why. The other one's a bit more elegant, nicer looking. This is a bit angular, but I actually really like this helmet. This is the Toten pattern. It's a Hader art design. You know, you got eagles on it. And, well, ravens, probably. I think it's eagles or ravens. Hold on. They look like eagles. Definitely like eagles. Now, I happen to be quite a fan of this style of artwork. So much of a fan that many years ago I got a Hader style tattoo. So that's why I wanted this helmet. When I saw this came out, I just was like, please, Icon, send me that helmet. And very kindly, they did. So I got this one in December of 2019. It doesn't seem that long ago, does it? But it's 2025 now, midway through the year, almost. Now, I'll just point out, in case you're wondering, both of the black one and the silver one has this big square of Velcro here, or rectangle, should we say. And the reason that's there is because I used to use a drift camera on the side and it was Velcroed onto the side of the helmet. When I moved to this helmet, I also went to GoPro, and it was one of the best moves I ever did. And I wish I was with GoPro sooner than... Not within the sense of working with them, but I bought one sooner because it's been so much better. But anyway, I screwed a GoPro mount onto the nose, and I have a video explaining how you can do that. Many companies have come up with things like this since, but none of them integrate quite as well that you wouldn't necessarily notice at a distance. You know? All the same benefits of the helmet. Peak was still great for, you know, keeping the low light out. The peripheral vision is still great, and the sound for the audio is great. In fact, I think the liner for this was a vast improvement and a much better fit and comfort than the original. So I say the newer one was more comfortable than the old one, and it feels to me lighter, but I don't think they actually are. Now, I should say something here. Some of you may have seen me in this helmet, and I have been using this helmet to this day. Well, not actually today, but yesterday. Not really thinking about how old it is, because this is my non-vlogging helmet. If I'm just out on my own, I wear this helmet because I don't have any of the microphones or anything built into it. I still got a, you know, Cena 30K on here, so I can listen to music when I'm riding. But if I've got this thing on, I'm not making videos. And one of the reasons I do that is because I'm a bit of a workaholic, and I kind of ruined motorcycling by only ever riding with a camera. And I needed to do the riding without the camera to be completely free. If I don't have a helmet with a microphone in it, I can't even think of the idea of taking the camera with me and maybe putting it on. It was a great move to do. But, as I mentioned, this one I got in 2019, it's now 2025, so I should retire this. It's never been dropped. The EPS, you know, the polystyrene in it, all feels fine. It's not loose anywhere. I think this helmet's probably still fine, but best judgment is I should stop using it. What I've been using when I'm vlogging since January of 2022, so I still have a couple of years left on this one, is the nicest looking helmet that has ever been made ever. It should be in an art museum. I know that's too much, but the bug catcher. This is the helmet you know me for now, because this is the Icon Variant Pro bug catcher edition, which is supposed to look like a salmon. So you got a salmon on the back. Bug catcher. It's supposed to be like a salmon's mouth open around like a bite. That's why you got the gold visor that you can't really see is that gold, goldy orange. Hopefully you can see this. It's got glitter flake in the clear coat. Absolutely amazing design, in my opinion. So I'm kind of okay for a vlogging helmet for a couple of years, but my old helmet is, you know, it's getting old, and I should really replace that, and I still want to have a non-vlogging helmet. Here's where the problem comes. Since 2010, when the original Icon Variant went on sale, it was always available. Then when the Icon Variant Pro came out, that replaced the original one. Makes perfect sense. And you'd expect there to still be an Icon Variant on sale, and there isn't. At some point in the past few months, it has disappeared from Icon's website. They haven't said like a hurrah to it or anything, or highlighted the fact that it's no longer on sale. But it isn't available from their website. It's not listed on the website. And everywhere you look, you will find variants at like 50 to 75% off. This one, I have seen this exact design available from Sports Bike Direct for 154 quid. I don't know what size it was or how many they have or what, but they have one of these for that money, and I was tempted to buy it. But the problem is, that helmet was probably made physically at the same time that this one was. So it's not going to be any great benefit to me to buy that one. And yeah, there just doesn't seem to be a replacement. Now, the reason I think this has happened, and I think it's quite logical, is that all of these are rated to the DOT standard and ECE 2205. You may very well be aware of the fact that the ECE standard has been replaced by 2206, which has made helmets better for impacts, better for rotational forces, better for the way they integrate accessories into them. That's an interesting thing, like, you know, the NCOM system that used to exist in Nolan helmets. There was like a pop-out that you could then click your audio device into, and it would remain flush with the helmet, opposed to having gubbins like this on. Now, I will say here, the way I attach all of my ones of these is Velcro. And the reason I do that is if I'm in a crash, this doesn't take much to get ripped off, and it's not going to catch anything, it's not going to, you know, twist my head or anything like that. It will detach. So I strongly advise that if you attach these to your helmets, although I've just noticed this one's a clamp mount, so that isn't great all along, but otherwise they have been Velcroed on, like my original Skylar Rider, so they can get ripped off. So I assume that they couldn't get the variant through the 2206 regulations, or they're planning to replace it with one that will fit with the other one and they just haven't. The thing is, I was expecting them to bring a new one out before they end the old one, but that hasn't happened, so maybe they are developing a new one, or maybe it's just gone. If the Icon variant as a helmet has just disappeared and it doesn't exist anymore, even as the Pro, which some people don't like as much as the original, I think it's a sad day, because this is a bloody amazing helmet. I love it. It's a very sad day for me, because obviously it's what I've known for, well, I got my first one in 2012. 13 years I've been using Icon variant helmets, and I've loved them for every moment I've used them. I cannot say particularly at any time there was something about it I didn't like and I wished was different. The visor mechanism on the original one, sure, because you have to take these caps off, take a screw out, pop the visor off, pop the new one in and put it all back together. Fine, that I didn't like, but they fixed that in the new one, so it's now toolless. Now Icon do have a helmet which is peaked and kind of looks a little bit like the variant, but it is very much not a variant, because it's actually just a 3/4 helmet, open face helmet, and the goggles and the chin bar are a dust shield which just the whole thing lifts up. So it looks like a big chunky helmet, but it's actually just, you know, a 3/4 with a plastic front, and it's not rated for any impacts or anything like that. So obviously I have a couple of years before I have to replace this one, so I'm fine. But it is kind of sad to think that this might be the end of me having a variant. Icon, please, I hope you are working on the Pro 3 or the new variant, and you're going to make it look amazing. You're going to come out with some amazing artwork. No offense, the fish, the sea bass, the largemouth bass, whatever bass version of this that you do for that 3/4 helmet, in comparison, that looks like a child's drawing. This is art. People are like, he really loves that helmet too much. No, look, it just suits my taste so much. I love it. I really hope they are working on a replacement that will hit the new regulations. And I assume if they're going to do that, I will know in the next couple of years before I need to replace that one. But it does still leave the question of, what am I going to replace this with for when I'm not vlogging? So it wouldn't matter about audio and stuff. Any suggestions? Or have you got any suggestions for a helmet like the Icon variant? If you had an Icon variant and there are things about it that you didn't like and got something similar that you think is better, I want to know everything about your helmet. Motorcycle helmets. And I hope you washed them. If you know any more about this that I've not found, I've done a bit of searching around and no one seemed to have talked about it at all. It's just vanished off the website, and I wouldn't even known if someone hadn't left that comment. So as I say, thanks to them. Let me know. I will point out now that this hair is getting a bit long, and it should be cut by now, but Suzuki have not pulled their finger out. You see, if you remember, I made a bet last year that they were not going to sell the new DRZ 4SM in the UK because the price would be ridiculous. Its prices come out all around the world, apart from here. If it does come out at what we think it's going to come out at, it's going to be a joke, kind of, depending. But I said that if they released it, I would shave my head. Now, they have announced they're releasing it in the UK. And I said that I will shave my head on the day that there is one for sale in a showroom that I could go and buy, or someone could go and buy or test ride, that's available there to own, then I will shave my head. And they still haven't given the price, and they still haven't said when it's going on sale. They've said summer of 25. Hello? It's about time you start selling it if you're going to sell it in 2025. If they delay to 2026, I don't have to cut my hair because I am correct. The problem is, it's getting long, and I don't want to put the effort in to cut it, and then them just release the price and it go on sale. Sorry, it's a total side note, but it's just, it's a thing that's going on and I'm a man of my word and I will shave it off. So yes, Icon, please make a new variant. Suzuki, pull your finger out, get a price and put it on sale, for God's sake. And let me give, I want to ride it as well. Like, it's obvious people want to know what I think of it because I own a DRZ 400 SM, and does any other vlogger own one of these anymore? As in the UK? I don't think so. So it would only be natural that I get to review one, which I will, through Hazelman Motorcycles, but when? Is there anything else I want to add to this video? I don't think so. Let me know what you know. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like button. Thanks to my Patreon supporters. Hugely. Please, please do get on board Patreon because YouTube money is 1/3 what it used to be a couple of years ago at the moment. I'm having a fun summer. Catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.